An exhibition opening this week will showcase the work of two significant Grand Rapids artists who share the voices of marginalized communities through their work. This is a chance to appreciate their contributions to the art world at a particularly poignant time. Welcome to Kate Meyer. She's the owner of LaFontsee Gallery. We've got artist Paul Collins in the middle, and then Larry Harper is a member of the Collins Turner Legacy Committee. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Kate, let's start with this exhibit. Why do you think this is so important to bring to the people of GR?
Yeah, well, this is such a great exhibit. First of all, both Paul and Herschel are well known nationally and internationally as artists, but maybe not everybody in Grand Rapids is aware of the impact of their artwork all over the world. And so the Legacy Committee was built really just to help elevate the experiences and help people get familiar with their work. So to have that at LaFontsee Gallery is a huge honor for us.
Wonderful. And let's talk a little bit about, what your goal is as far as bringing these artists who've made such significant contributions to the people, and why you need to do this.
I think the original goal was to recognize them while they were still here. Unfortunately, Herschel is not here,
right.
But it's still important because of their legacy, which will live on.
Yeah.
So you have to give people flowers at the appropriate time. So that was the original idea. But now it becomes a retrospective of their entire careers. And I think that's equally important.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, Paul, so talk to us about how you're feeling about having this up, and sadly, Herschel died not very long ago, and so now you kind of represent by yourself here.
Well, Herschel didn't really die. Herschel is still with us.
Okay.
His accomplishments and things him and I did together are still out there. And the thing about that that's so interesting is this young lady, and what she's doing will help keep those things alive and well, and so people will understand the importance of art, the importance of us being together, talking to each other and understanding each other. And that's one of the things that some of the museums and galleries don't understand about art, and that's something that Kate does understand.
Thank you.
That art does have a power to bring people together.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you hope people get from your pieces?
The same as, I'll tell you what it is. Bosnia had a war, and the war was over. And the Peace Corps went across the globe and asked me if I could bring my paintings there, because my paintings were about all of us, all different kinds of people, all different kinds of colors. And they wanted there to show people that it's possible. And if we're going to live together, we have to learn to understand and respect each other. And
and your art did that.
It did.
Your art did that.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Wonderful.
And Amway, I told Amway, yeah, I really want to do it. And the people at Amway said to Rich DeVos, and no, we don't want to do. We don't have
A business interest.
A business interest, all in Bosnia. And I remember it said, it's not about selling anything. It's about bringing people together. That's why they want Paul's artwork.
I love it. Well, and that's what Kate's trying to do with this exhibit, bring people together. Let's talk about who should come and see this.
Oh my gosh, everybody should come and see it, but especially we're hosting it during Art Prize to hopefully get even more folks that are even outside of Grand Rapids. But I mean, just learning about not just art, but the stories that their art tells and their experiences, not only in just America, but civil rights America. And Herschel really focused on that and the experience of black men in America. He was so integral to being one of the first directors at Baxter Community Center. Larry knows more about all of his experiences, but I continue to be amazed at the amount of work and the amount of great will that these both did, not just in their art, but in their daily lives.
Wonderful. And Larry, do you have anything to add, what you hope people walk away from this exhibit with?
We want them to walk away knowing that two of the best black artists came directly from this community, and their work, their legacy will live on for time, for eternity.
Wonderful. Well, we are so lucky. Kate, go down the details. You have a special opening celebration.
We do. Our opening is September 7th, so Saturday from 11 till 3. So everybody's welcome. Admission is free. Dress is casual. We always like to say that. And then the exhibit is on display through September 28th. So welcome to come throughout the whole time.
Fabulous. And if people want more information, LaFontsee.com is the website. You got all month long to take this in, a very significant exhibit celebrating Grand Rapids artists. We'll be right back.